Hello, hello. I've got this double screen going on. Can you hear me? You're muted though.
Sorry, I said hello, hello.
I don't know how to undo this thing he did. He's got me on two monitors. So you're over on the left. But I realize if I look at you over on the
What
left,
is this? What is this read AI meeting notes? I'm curious.
it's just, hey, is this lagging, by the way? Lagging.
I think I might be the Wi-Fi where I'm at a cottage right now.
Oh, okay.
No, not too bad.
So the AI meeting, I think that one's actually a Zoom app, but it takes all the notes of what we're saying.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a couple built-ins under Zoom. You can just go to apps. But one's Fathom, one's the AI meeting notes, and then we've been using Otter AI, and it attends our Zoom meetings. I
Yeah.
am paying for that one. And then it gives you like the transcript and the summary. So we put those on our coaching calls so people don't have to listen to the whole call.
Oh, so that's inside of Zoom.
So this one you're seeing now is actually in the Zoom bar under apps, but
Yeah.
Otter AI, you just go to Otter AI and on Chrome, and then you tell it which Zoom you're on, and then it can join any Zoom meeting, even someone else's. So a lot of
Right.
the students join my meetings with their Otter, and then they just have their own version of the notes without me having to share it. So
Yeah, yeah.
I try to attend some of my classes with Otter AI, but they kick me out because I'm like, I can't be there. Let me have the notes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Tech is just moving at the speed of light. All right. So I think we're 99% there. So I went through, and I appreciate all the help. I'm sure you thought I was being entitled at least some point.
well, I mean, I kind of stepped out because I was letting Rhoda take
Yeah,
over, but then some stuff she's like, I didn't do that part for you. So I know like it's a good time for us to really say, hey, if people are going to come in here and do e-commerce, right, it needs to be pretty simple to start rolling.
or I mean, it's not so much about the simplicity, like making it simple. And maybe this is what you mean is obviously important, but there has to be some sort of instruction because if I in and say, hey, you can house your course here. I don't want to have to sit and explain it to them. Right. So I am 100% happy to help or like go and do a couple of videos or something. Right. And I get it. It's all new. And the software can do so many things.
Yeah.
Um, and I learned a shit ton. And I imported almost 500 contacts from Wix successfully last
Yay.
night.
I love
I'm so
that.
excited.
That's so
Now I'm in my tags and I'm like, okay, now I need to organize my tags.
that's all.
And yeah, so I'm excited. And I know how to create a landing page like that. So that's good.
That is
But yeah, for sure. Like we can yeah, if you need me to help in any way, just ask.
perfect. Yeah, no, you're right. And I was trying to get your face to the here. I finally got you back here. Um, there has to be a manual for everything. And we're trying to decide
Yeah.
what we need to create. And you were the first one that was digging into all that on your own outside of me, like really digging in. A lot of the students make funnels, they just
Yeah.
copy, they just take the template, change a few things, but they're not doing e-commerce. But even then, it's like, which one changes the colors? So
Yes.
that's why all their funnels look the same. They don't want to mess with all that, those details behind it. And I remember when I started with
Right.
Julie Kinney was having me do drop funnels, and she's like, it's so easy. And I'm like, there's buttons behind buttons behind buttons. And so she just always had to keep walking me through. And so with our software, I'm trying to watch software that I bought that they actually do what you're talking about, because most of them don't at all. They just have little pop-ups or whatever. And then users go create content on YouTube. They do tutorials like for Go High Level, which is very beneficial. And then they offer their affiliate link below, right? So we want more built-ins.
Yeah.
And now that we have Tango, where we can actually record our clicks, right? So now I'm trying to think of, if I'm going to instruct them to do it, I have to pick one start to finish instruction. So if you're going to make this, and then if you want to, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm looking at that. I haven't looked into it, but I think I'm in trouble on the internet. But that whole white label course that everybody's buying with master resale, um, apparently
Yeah.
like the modules are really, really broken down, and that's why the girls feel like they're winning, because it's like 200 and something videos, but they're tiny, right? And so
So
that's,
so which course that you're selling?
I'm not selling it.
Because there's a few,
Yeah,
right? That the
I'm not
mod
selling it. I'm not selling it, but the one that everybody is selling, the 497 one. So what
yeah,
I'm saying is, I don't care about the content in the course. I'm like, who cares? It's just a course. You literally can sell anything. So what makes it so attractive to sell that, right? So part of it obviously is the hype, but also people are like, well, I can easily get the page up and going. Just like you're like, okay, I've got it. Ease of use, get it going as quickly as possible. And so creating what you're talking about, Cathy Andrews is coming in next month. She's also done all of it behind the scenes on her own. I don't know how she learned it. She must have just worked with Dominique, and she's one of my students. So she builds the software user side information for other software. So she's going to make that also for us. So anybody that wants to help, she's going to be in charge of that, because she has some hours to work and that's what she wants to do. But that's
yeah,
where I'm like, I will study what people are buying, how we can quickly get them moving forward, make it clear, right? Not just ease of use, but how to do it, right? And there's a couple pieces. So video training, the user manuals, and the whole screenshot thing. And then it's a
yeah.
side by side. And on Tango, have you done Tango yet?
No.
Okay, so Tango is super cool. So if I go model you a funnel build or a funnel edit from a template, Tango is an extension, and it screen records all my clicks. Okay. So if I click here, it's like marketing, click here, then it records it. So when you go to make
Yeah,
your own, you run the Tango and it's on the left side, and you open up your screen and it's literally highlighting each button on the software for you to click, because I did it first. And so that's going to be a whole new way that nobody's doing that we could help our students. So I'm excited. I am uh ready to see your stuff, and then let's figure out what we need to do for you. So let's jump in.
yeah. So I went back over all of Dominique's last instructions
Yeah.
and noticed, of course, that how do you say, is it Rodora? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah, she goes by Rodora or Rhoda, but yeah.
Ro Rhoda had done most of the things. So I just went and did a couple of tweaks. Now the only issue is right now is I can't get into my Stripe account because I don't have a cell service and I have the two-factor whatever thing.
Yeah.
So because that was the last thing he said, you have to go in and make the link inside of Stripe live. Because it says like their message comes up and says this is a test link.
Oh, that's why Rhoda was saying test, because your Stripe's in test mode. I thought she meant the funnel itself. I'm like, we can't put our funnels in test mode.
Yeah. So as far as I know, I think that's the only thing um, that uh, that needs to be done.
So which one is the sales page for it?
The landing page there, the first one.
Okay, so you'll definitely want to rename or get rid of one of these, because they do have the exact same name, but because they're in two different folders, they're not the same document.
Yes. So if that's yes, that's why I made why I said public final because I
So
created a place
on
initially.
here, let's see. This is the part 2. We can work with that, but let me make sure it is, I can get to it. And I know you talked about Bitly shortening it, because if you want to do the actual web shortener here, it's the pro plan. I'm going to go to,
Don't I have the pro plan?
if you do, then you'll be able to shorten because are you on 67 or 97? Oh, you have to
Mine,
be 97 because you're e-commerce.
yeah,
Oh yeah, then you can shorten. I thought Redora said something like you need the plan to be able to do that.
she did because I think she tried and she wasn't able to. And then she said, I couldn't do it. So you must not be on the pro plan.
Yeah, that's not true. Okay. I mean that it should work. So let's go to share. Let's go to add web. She knows how to do it. So let's double check. Name the funnel. Now this is going to be the name of the, it's the same thing, right? So it's just the
Yeah.
short link of the same thing. So I'm still going to guess you want it named the same, but this
Yeah.
is it. This is for your eyes only. So we'll say short link.
Yeah.
Now, where you save it at needs to be under the public site. And I think we talked about this. It will always say pcatu.co/ your member ID number, essentially, because you don't have your own website through here. Do we
Right.
talk about that? So if you
Yeah.
ever do
You
decide to buy
do
your
have
own,
to
yeah.
own the your inner bliss web like website domain.
Is it linked anywhere?
Not on here yet now.
Okay, but I mean, is it linked to anywhere else that's hosting it?
My stand store.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, you're only going to be able to link it to one place. Like my social sales school is linked to Go High Level. So if I pull it off there to host over to here, so I just bought pcatu.co. I just bought a different site.
Yeah.
What do you want the backslash to be on this?
Just menopause secrets.
Okay, so that now you can redo this anytime you want. The only rule about short links is another site can't have the same short link. Okay, so if later you try to go name another link menopause secrets, that's not possible because this is already renamed that.
Yeah.
If you want to change this, you just come in here, you edit, and you can change the short link, or you can just disappear the short link. You understand how it is. It's just to make it pretty. If you like Bitly, you can even shorten it further with Bitly because Bitly will be bit.ly/ whatever you choose.
Yeah.
Now, magic word, have you played with these at all?
No.
Oh, my magic words. We won't tour this too heavily, but magic words are when people text you a word, it auto responds something. Magic words for this might be, do you have a phone number with us?
Not yet. I'm still using Project Broadcast.
Okay, so if you got a phone number with us and they text over menopause secrets, then it would drive them to this funnel. It would drive them directly to this funnel because we've linked that magic word to this funnel. Okay.
Okay.
If you wanted them to also be able to send the magic word, I am not going to say 100% that it works, but it is set up where it could work, where they email you hashtag menopause secrets in the subject line and it will auto reply. If they drop that in a Facebook comment, it will auto reply. So magic words are actually set where they could be used in texting, email, Facebook. So it's
Oh,
the same word. Now I've only played with it in texting. So it's supposed to work in Facebook comments, Facebook Messenger, all the things, but you have to tell it for your magic words. Right now, I've only set it to redirect to your site.
okay. So if I wanted to redirect it to Facebook, I just add the link down there.
Yeah, so let me see if on this magic word or if I need to go into your actual magic words now. PCAT funnel, it's going to go to this funnel, which is the right one. Message sources. Okay, so under message sources, if you also want this magic word to work for other things, then you would say, is this your email right here?
Yes.
So we're going to say, let it work with email. This is when I haven't pushed him to really make sure it's all set up and working because I only do it through texting.
Right
Then
at the
you could
bottom.
say, huh?
Yeah, right at the bottom there.
Yeah, so now we approve it for Facebook. Then you would
Oh,
also
yeah.
approve it for your phone number. And
Wow.
so then you would say, hey, if they send me this word in any of these ways, I want to send, and you know how to do it. It's an auto reply. So thanks so much for, sending the word hashtag magic, whatever. Because you're telling them if you want the course info, hashtag menopause secrets, right? If you're ready to get
Oh,
going, hashtag menopause secrets. Our keywords have to have a hashtag in front of them, and I just call them magic words, but they can be used multiple places, not just on text. So the auto replies for mine, I'll get out of here. The auto replies for mine might have multiple ways they can send it to me. And so the way you control these is right here under marketing magic words.
Okay. So right there, you were in the landing page properties.
I did yours. So you know how he has like 18 ways to do one thing.
Yeah.
So we actually started in your funnel because we were already in your funnel and we said, hey, yeah, assign a magic word. So we went from funnel to word, but you can also go from words to wherever. See, so far we've only put it to a funnel. So you could go back through the funnel properties and get there, or you can just come edit this magic word and it's going to pull the same options. So
Gotcha.
back where we were, where you could decide if you want to, I deleted out where if you, so right now we only have link to funnel. So it is good. It's like you can start from Facebook or the CRM and both end up together. So here, start in the funnel, add a magic word, start in the magic word, edit. I usually go just through the magic words because it's easier for my brain to remember and see all the
Yeah.
words I have set up. So that's that. Let's go back to your funnel and let's check if the short link is working and check the steps, see what questions you have. I have visited your page. If you ever forget the link, you just come back here, copy, and we're going to head over to an incognito page and make sure the short link works as well. Okay, so here I am, a rando. Is there anything you want me to review on here besides, I love the color. I love the blue, the pink and the gray.
Sure. Like,
I mean, do you have any questions about anything from here is what I'm saying.
no, no. I wanted to have, you know how it's important to have an opt-in in the top fold?
Oh, you want your opt-in at the top?
Well, normally on all my others, I would have it twice, right? So I have it right at the beginning and then at the end.
Yeah.
Except then I took it out because I was like, oh, I can't be stuck to like go through the whole thing and put all the same links and everything and another button. So I took it out. So I don't know whether, what do you think about that?
Well, okay, so normally say at the top, it's like, I'm ready to get going, but it's a button and then it throws down to the bottom form. But do you usually do two forms on the same page?
That's what I've done in the past.
Okay. We could do that, but if you want to just have on that page we were just on, say immediately they come here and it's like access it now, click here to get started right from the start. The button, if you've seen pages do that, they just throw you back down to the bottom where the form is. It's not two forms on the same page.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So you could easily do that. Like I do have buttons that just jump people down. So it's only one form. And if there's the bottom scrollers, they get to it. If there's the people. So I usually hit it top, middle, and bottom, but it's like, get going, get going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you would just add the button and then the link behind the button you grab from the bottom button?
Yes, you link it to the form.
Yeah. Okay.
So now here's, oh yeah, we need to make this a lot more obvious. It's ready, but see how like I was like, well, how do I do it? And I'm one who would know more than the average. So we just need to make this form stand out more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be charged 77, option to buy course plus call. So
So the bump,
yeah.
right? So I'm offering them a deal on a one-on-one call when they check out.
So we just want to be sure, because if they click it, unless you set yours up differently, mine just immediately adds it and charges it. And then we gotta check that. So I purchased both. Yeah. So when they click the bump, it's approving them to be charged. So we just need to put like $7 additional, 57 additional, something like that. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So
Course
it was
check your email. We just got to check that.
150 for both.
Say it again.
I just said it was, I made it 150 for both rather than 77 just for the course.
Yeah. So then it'd just be an additional what? 83? 73.
Yeah.
So then we could put in parentheses, your total will be 150 or only 73 additional, whatever you think, but they just need to know if they click the bump, they are being charged for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first check your email, book a link, book a call. So Rhoda might have done this, you might have. Personally, I would not underline if it's not actually links, because typically people think that means it's a link, right? But you could bold it, you could italicize
Yeah.
it, but if it's underlined, that usually indicates, I'm going to go somewhere. So I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
want to book. Access the course. Now, this is where they're going to have to set up an account, right? So they just get redirected here. They may not exactly know what to do if they don't go check their email, but their email is going to explain. This is where
Yeah.
they would create their account. You've already in the funnel, I'm assuming, assigned them the tag that's connected to the course.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and log in and see if I have it. And if this is my right password, we'll find out. And then an email about, okay, oh geez, it's not, I don't want to set up, my account's not set up. Okay, we are going to have to ask him this, by the way. You are not going to want this here.
No.
So when somebody buys a course through e-commerce, they need to get signed up the same way that a person would as if they were just being an affiliate or a virtual assistant. It's just the free account with none of this.
Yeah.
But since this is what you might could do. And here's where I got off. Because imagine I'm just the nobody that bought it from you. It immediately, your button, and this is not wrong, okay? But your button, when it says access here, redirects to the login screen, right?
Yes.
But
It
I
should
don't know what to do with the login screen because I haven't set up my account yet. So if it were me, I wouldn't give them
put a
this.
note there.
Say it again.
I thought Rhonda put a note there.
Well, yeah, that it says check your email or something.
You want to create an account to access and allow the system. That's her. She put that in there.
Yes, and I'm cool with that, but we're playing the girl who bought it and got confused. So the girl
Right.
who bought it doesn't read that. She says, "Oh, I'm ready to access my course." Okay. So, and even if it does, it says you'll want to create an account, keep the system. That's good. Click the button below to get started is not actually accurate. This is the button to log in.
Yes. Create your
Or to
account.
set up an account as if they were a person using it for software. So what
Yeah.
I would actually do is really emphasize, check your email. It will have the instructions to access your course. You'll want to create an account. It'll keep track. And then I would use the button probably to redirect them. Do you have a Facebook group support, or do you have, well, they could book a call with you like you could do in the meantime, while you're waiting for the email, join my group. While you're waiting for the email, book a call. While
Yeah.
you're waiting for the email, watch this getting started video. Like you don't want to give them a login button because this is not actually the right.
Yeah. 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 I
So
haven't
you
even.
think through that and we can switch that. And it could very simply, it does not have to link out. This is the end, right? It does not have to
Right.
link out. So it could just be, now go check your email. It's coming from support@pcatu.co or whatever your thing is. Because they can link, they just have to be able to get out of a page legally, and they can. You've given them 6 places to go from here.
Yeah. I could put the Facebook group link here.
Yeah. And just let them know your instructions, your access is on the way to set up your account in the meantime here. And you know how usually it says, like, if you don't get an email within 15 minutes, please reach out to us, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of waiting. So that is all awesome. I love it. Let's check the steps real quick on the funnel.
So do I need to talk to Dominic then about changing, sorry, Dominique, about changing what happens when they create their account?
Well, I bet it's going to be actually on me because, oh no, that's not the page you gave them. You gave them the page direct to when they click on login. We'll have to ask him. Geez, I'm already logged in. What we're seeing is we've had so many people only come in because they knew why they were coming in. So the pcatu.co page isn't one I'm really trying to share with the public. It's not like set up to advertise the whole thing. the login screen is really set for users. Like we know what to do with it, but now we're driving traffic to it. So what I would actually think is it should say something like, and make it more obvious, log in, that's obvious. Create an account. I think that would apply, like, this is the button that takes it to the network marketing setup. You know what I mean? That was the one that was like, choose your thing. So if it was like, hey, are you new here? Create an account, pick your company, or something along the lines like, if you purchased a course, please check your email for your login, because they don't actually need to create an account. They've already got an account created ish, right? Like you're giving them access on the backside. So maybe that might be mine to look at. We can avoid it by just changing the
Oh,
button
yeah,
for now.
like we don't want to be sending them stuff about the site and stuff, right? They just need to.
They just need a login. But say I buy some, imagine this. If I go buy for, it's exactly the same as when we buy from Kajabi. Okay. If after I make a purchase, the girl sends me, if the redirect goes straight to this login screen right here, right? And I've bought a new thing, but I haven't actually ever clicked the link that gave me access to the thing, right? Or I haven't set up my account yet. This is the login screen. So then I might go, well, I don't know what to do. I need to set up a login, and it's redirecting them where this is really made for the new or the existing person to log in. We have a create account button, but what I'm seeing on our create account button is it's redirecting to a software user create account, not a course purchaser. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We need a login that is
This
for
right
people.
here is perfect. Like if they could
Yeah.
go to schools like that, right?
Yeah, because they don't, what if they're like, wait, I have to set up a software account in order to get my course? No.
No, no,
So
no, no.
yeah, I'll check on my backside. I'll ask him, do I have control of that? Update contact, tag them with opt-in. That way you know who came here and got stopped if they didn't decide to buy. If they do go past that, they end up on the payment page. If they buy, they get tagged. We're going to untag them from opt-in, I think, unless you don't agree. We don't really need them tagged as this once they become this,
I
right?
know. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's just so that when you go to nurture the opt-ins, these are people who didn't buy, but they started a process. So I remove the opt-in tag.
Right. Okay.
Doesn't mean they didn't opt in, but it means, hey, they made it past. So, and they can only get past this step if they paid. So there's no way they can get past this without paying. It doesn't mean they just looked at it. It means they passed that page. So now we take out this, add
Yeah.
this, send an email, redirect to the thank you, which I think if I were you, I would change it to join my group. And even though it looks beautiful, something was off in the web view. So we got to check that. Okay, so what I would say is I would probably not underline that, because check your
I
email.
can put it. So I've got another page. If they don't book a call at the first, right, when they buy,
Yeah,
here's your chance to get your call at a discount. If they don't, and they go through and pay, right, in the email, they'll get a link to that second landing page, or they can book a call with me, or they can do it here.
okay.
Haven't figured out the link for that landing page yet, but you just showed me. So I would just go put it in here. What do you think? Or
No,
should
I
I
think
just
that's
leave it out?
great. Yeah, because they're sitting here not doing it. Oh shoot. They're sitting here not doing anything. So let's give them a couple options while they're waiting. And I would only link them to accessing the stuff if we find a way to get them actually accessing the stuff once they click that button. Why is it doing that to me? Super annoying. Do you like step one better than first and second?
Uh, uh, I think step one is more specific, but what do you think? I don't
I
know.
mean, usually I do like step one, two, three, but that's just me. So I don't want to change your funnel and you'd be like, no. Okay, step one, check your email. This is very important. With all the details, including your workbook. This is where I would think I would think that step one is actually check your email for the details and your login information. Like that makes sense for me for a step one. Step
Yeah.
two would be book a call with me or visit my group. You know what I mean? Like, you know
So
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
so do you think that they need two separate emails, or is just all in one email? Like, here's the link to create your account, here's the workbook, here's the Facebook group. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Here's the
we see it a couple ways. Like when we buy stuff from people, typically we do get 2 or 3 emails. I hate that. So if we can do it all in one, give them their link to access and set up their account plus the workbook, then it's like the hey, save this email, very important, login and whatever info. Like I would do
yeah,
it in as few as possible. I'd also probably text them once you get texting and just say, hey, I want to make sure you got set up. But I would probably say check your email with all the details to access your course, right? Or whatever you want to say.
yeah.
And what the H? You guys can mess with those. I'm quitting. I'm quitting. And workbook, or you could say and course materials.
Yep.
Um, this is yours, so you know how to change it if you don't like any of this, but I'm just
Yep.
trying to think. Okay. And then what I would probably do is this right here is great information, but I don't care until I'm actually starting to do it. So this on the thank you page, I would not reiterate this. I would do it on the email. You've
Yep.
got the course. It's important that you set up your account. This will allow the system to track your lessons, blah, blah, blah. Click the
And
button below to access.
she put it in the email too.
Yeah,
You-
so I don't think you need it here because you're trying to think of who is doing it, like who's reading this right now and what do they really need to know. Like right after you make a purchase, you don't need to know what to do once you're setting up the account. You need to know, how do I get the account set up, right? So
Yeah.
I would keep it simple. Step two, um and you could say this, you don't have to. So is it a paid call or free?
No, it's paid.
Okay, so then it's up to you. You might say join while you're waiting for the email to arrive, come join my free Facebook group, right? And
Yeah.
then you could have step three, optional book a call with me, or you can leave that for a nurture email or when they come into the group. So what do you want to do?
Uh, no, I want to give them the option right off the top.
So
Well,
what do you want us to,
I could put the second step could be Facebook group, and then the step three is while you're waiting.
okay,
Or, you know, remember, if you want to upgrade your experience or
yeah.
booking a call with me.
Okay. So while you're waiting for the email to arrive, join my free community. What do you want to say?
Just say menopause secrets community.
And do you know the URL for it?
Yes. I normally have a landing page, but for now, I'm just using the Facebook link.
Yeah, yeah, no, I would too. I wouldn't redirect them all over the place from here. They've already purchased. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a named thing or is it a number?
Just menopause secrets.
Well, you make it easy, don't you?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, we're gonna open in a new window. This is where they're gonna join. Okay. And then because this is a link, now you could go turn it to a button if you want, but for the sake of time, I'm not doing the whole button thing.
Yeah.
Because it is a link, we do want to highlight it. I don't want that. I don't know why it changed the color, and I don't really remember off the top of my
You know what
head.
does that?
Well,
You
because you know how a link becomes like blue once you make something a link?
It's that little half moon if you're looking for the font color.
I wish. I'll just make it be black and then you can decide what you want to do
Yeah.
there, if you want it to be a separate color or not. Okay, and then you can make, and you can highlight it if you want it to look more like a button instead of actually going and creating a button. Sometimes I just highlight the text, right? So then it makes it look like, except I don't remember where the highlight is either. Do you? Where's the highlight?
Uh,
It might be under some of these options open up little things and I can't remember what's what.
the H? Is it the H there?
I think that's the heading. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Actually, no, that's strike through.
There.
I didn't see it. All right, well, you can put a button in there if you want, but I thought there was a way just to highlight that. But okay, so that is set up now to link to the group. Then what you might want to change this one to is a step 3. And it says book the call, right?
Yeah.
So that might be, in fact, I wonder if I can keep that background color, except we don't want it in a button, right? Or do
Yeah,
you?
you should be able to delete the button right there.
I want to make sure it's not good. Dang it, the button's attached to the background.
Yeah.
I was trying not to have to mess with changing this and matching the text and all that.
Just highlight that text that I can do it. Just highlight the text and say step 3.
I
Uh,
don't know what your color was either. I was trying to keep all that for you. Well,
no,
I'll let you mess with that.
yeah,
So for now, you could just make this not be a button.
yeah. Book a call. Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you leave it as a button, but you are going to need to link that.
Yes.
And so you could decide however you want that to roll out. So that's good. Now, we'll save that. You can change it however you want because all that I think you know how to change. There's one more thing that is fun and it's under properties. Do you have a logo? Do you have any kind of little logo or graphic or anything that would indicate this course?
No.
Let's go just grab something off the page. Something that'll be congruent with once they purchase it. Maybe it was your first page. Something had a little picture. Maybe it
On
was
the
payment page.
left.
One of them has some kind of little something I can grab. I saw a girl or somebody, right?
That middle photo is at the beginning on the cover photo or on the
That one.
cover of the workbook. That one there. Yeah.
She's on the workbook.
Yeah.
Okay, so just pretend this is your logo and you could go make her, actually be your logo, your personal logo, your course logo. But when you're in funnel properties, if you set up, if you tell it the title, the description, the keywords, and give it a photo here, it's not necessary, but that's how you know when sometimes you're on a tab or when you share the link, it says a little bit about it, has a blurb, it kind of shows a preview picture kind of thing. Do you know what I'm talking
Right.
about? That's because they're setting it all up in the backside here. So it's not required, but you can go add more keywords. You can say name is for your purpose. This is for them to see it. Get started. Once again, you can just make some copy from your thing and then add your photo.
Okay.
You can go create one or you can just do what we just did here.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be their little preview. So when we send it to me in Messenger, if you've ever seen me send you an opt-in and it has like the Cathy Callahan logo preview in the picture or has a different one, that's how I did it. So,
Right.
all right.
Can I ask you one more thing? Can we just have a very quick look at the booking page?
Yeah. I don't even know where it is though, because I haven't done that. Is it under my
Right
business?
here underneath the landing page.
Oh, okay. Oh, so book a call with me would just redirect to a new funnel.
Yeah, I just created it as a separate landing page. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but
You can put like a direct button just to it. Oh, this is so cute. Love it. Okay. Which part do you want me to look at? Just all of it in general?
check the email so that it should all be fine.
Except there's no actions for you to know that they booked a call.
Right. I have to put the tags in that, don't I?
You have to put the tags in, and if you're actually getting something, now they're getting an email that probably gets the thing, their action to like book it, right? Sometimes I put a notify me. If somebody's bought something that I need to make sure they got it, they logged in, whatever, I will put a notify me where it just
I
tells me,
need that
hey,
because
somebody
I
bought
haven't
this.
set it up I haven't changed my calendar around to account for these additional calls. So I'm just saying I will email you in the
Yeah,
email.
so okay, so that's very important. So you need to be notified that somebody bought it so you can contact them, right? So this might go into your Stripe, but you're going to reach out to them. So go ahead and just let the software notify you
Yes.
that you need to book a call. So you're just going to drag that. Now send an email as confirmation after they have made the purchase, right?
Yes.
So
Do
that will
that.
come actually after the payment page.
And there's nothing in that thank you page because I'm not sending a thank you page. It's just an email so we can delete them.
Okay. Okay. I am happy to come back with you. I have 11 onboarding for a leads software that I didn't realize I bought. But I'm going to go see how they onboard me. So, um,
Can you just click on the sorry, go back to the booking, call booking,
in the
just
funnel.
on the page there, yeah. And just click on the payment page.
Oh, that's the other thing. We want to make your payment section stand out more on the other one. So the only thing you're going to need for sure in this funnel, because on the front page, you didn't collect name and email, right?
Yes, I need to tag, right? Create a tag and contact, create the contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to add the form that also collects their name and email, because you either do it on the front page or the back page, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So in your other one, you did it on the front page, so you don't need to reiterate it on the back page. But here we haven't asked for their name. So all you're going to get is a payment, and it's going to say unknown unless you ask them to tell you who's buying it.
Right, right.
So
Okay.
those, and you can make that pretty, but, and maybe put a background behind these if you, well, that may be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so I'm going to test this. Well, it'll have to be when I get back on Sunday with my Stripe and just see if it works.
Yeah, there's a couple other little things. Just, I want to make sure you get your buttons in, your tags in. And I do want to make sure, which I should be getting an email. I do want to make sure that you have the course attached to the right tag and that it actually sends me, because I'll be testing, like I'll be trying to come in. So we want to make sure once we come in that it does open up that content for me.
Yeah.
So you did apply the tag on the course, right?
Yes.
And it's this one right here. Okay, so they have to have that. So, and we apply, this is the exact tag that's after the purchase page.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that I'm like asking the same question, but they don't
No,
have
no, no.
to have any certain software to do it. They don't have to have any other prerequisites, just have that tag. Then what you're going to decide is you want your system to tell you that they've enrolled or started. So that's the tag you're going to give them. And then when they've completed. Now imagine you're going to have more. So you might want to be specific, like enrolled in MS, completed MS.
I think I started creating tags for each module, and then I thought, do I want to have them tagged for every module they've completed?
I mean, it depends on how fancy you're going to get. Because if you're the girl who's like, hey, I see you made it through module 1. That's so awesome. How's it going? Then yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you apply a module 1 completion tag, you go create an automation with module completion tag, you're hands off in your system and you're like staying in touch with me through every single module. That's an
Yeah. Yeah.
achiever status, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you this recording. Did I record this? Good. I'll send you the notes. But we want to make sure there's a couple key things, and I'll jump over on this other onboarding. I bought a lead generation software for Go High Level that I didn't realize I was buying. And it's only a one-time software, but I'm like, fine, I'll do the onboarding and I'll see how they onboard their people. And if I can actually generate 20 leads with this, then I'll tell people about it. If not, I'm skating out.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. It's some kind of white label lead generator that you can
Oh, there's
associate with your software. Like you can connect it to your
master.
software.
Right. But what is that you said? My Go Lead?
It's a lead generator, so they're supposed to help you find qualified leads in your CRM. They go out on the internet and find all the people that you've told it to find, and then it imports them into your software, like how we do off Facebook. We go to groups and we scrape them. They're going to go
Yeah,
scrape any public information they can find on the internet. Then what people do is cold email these contacts. Like you can scrape Instagram profiles and pull email and numbers if people have authorized that to be shared. So this software
right.
is going out and scraping anything, pulling those leads into your software, and then they recommend that you cold email them, which I've never done that technique.
So
But they said there's a 40 to 50% conversion on cold emailing because you're finding your perfect prospect. But it's
yeah.
not
So you
probably
can
network marketing.
side of this software. That's what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know. They said I don't know if it can run alone or they said it can integrate. So I thought it was easy to integrate and it doesn't. So they're like, let's onboard. So I'm gonna jump over there on that and then I'll
Okay.
let you know what I found out.
All right.
You
Thank
did
you.
awesome. I'm so proud of you. It's
Okay, I'm
beautiful.
gonna go do things. I'm gonna do the strike, and then can I message you again just to
Yes.
test it?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm happy to keep meeting. I just booked this onboarding and I didn't realize I booked it at 11 and they're like, your meeting's in 1 hour. I'm like, crap. So,
Yeah, yeah. All good.
okay. See ya.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.